Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Roxy here again. So today's project, I'll be using this TV box to make a beautiful coffee table. I know most of us have TV boxes at home just lying there. So I'll be showing you how to make a coffee table using this TV box. As you can see, it has a styrofoam inside, so it makes it stronger enough to hold any weight on top. Not heavy weights, but at least minimum weight for a coffee table. So I had to go to my local mirror shop and had my mirrors cut to the perfect size that I wanted for my coffee table. It's always advisable to carry your frame if you don't know how to cut the mirrors in perfect shapes and size, so as to make it easier for anyone who is cutting for you to cut the mirror in the perfect size that you want for your project. So I had my mirrors cut to the perfect measurements that I wanted. So I started off by closing the top, the opening top of the TV box, and also the back bottom of the TV box using my masking tape. So I'll be using conta. As you know, all my mirrors projects I prefer using conta glue, but you can also use any mirror glue that you have, either silicone or E6000, but I'll prefer to use conta for this project. So I had to apply the conta on the back of my mirror evenly and left it to dry for about 15 minutes. If you use conta, please let it dry for about 15 to 20 minutes before attaching it to the surface that you want to stick on. So I did the same on my TV box and left it to dry for about 15 minutes again. After 15 minutes, I took my mirrors and carefully attached on the sides of the TV box. So I had to press firmly so to make sure the mirror holds in place on the TV box. So after placing my mirrors, I had to secure it with masking tape so as to let it dry completely. So I had to place some weight on top of my side mirrors and left it for about 1 hour to let it dry. I did on the other side of the TV box, applied the glue and placed my mirrors. So if you're new to my channel, it's so great to have you here, guys. Please remember to subscribe and also click on the notification bell so as to get notified whenever I post a new video. So I did the same thing on the top part of the bigger mirror. So I had to use a lot of conta glue on this mirror because it's big. And as I did for the other mirrors, I left it for about 15 to 20 minutes before attaching it on top of the TV box. After it was dry, I carefully took my mirror and placed it on top of the cardboard. You have to be careful while doing this so as not to hurt yourself, and also you have to make sure the edges are well aligned so as to avoid leaving some sharp edges which can hurt you while walking around the house. So to make sure all the corners and edges are aligned together to avoid having sharp edges. So I had to secure again with masking tape all around, and I left it for about 1 day so to let it to dry completely before putting it in my living room. So my son had to test to make sure the coffee table was perfectly. So for the bottom part of my coffee table, since the TV table is a bit short, I had to uplift it with this cardboard. I had this cardboard I had at home. It's a storage box for my monitor. So it was a perfect size to act as the base of my coffee table. Just as I did with the TV box, I had to close the opening carefully with a masking tape. So as to make sure I have a flat surface on the side. So I took the measurements since I'll be using the mirror reflective paper to cover it instead of a real mirror. So I had to measure the measurements that I required for my reflective mirror paper. So after getting the required measurements, I took my pair of scissors and had to cut it. So since the monitor box ain't that smooth on the edges, I had to use a poster board to place my reflective mirror paper on top so as to give me a smooth surface for my reflective mirror paper. And took my pair of scissors and carefully cut it to the size that I wanted. So the poster board gives you a smooth finish. So I took my poster board and used hot glue to stick it on top of the cardboard. I know most of us we have a lot of storage box lying around in our living room or in our houses, sorry, so you can just take advantage of that and you can make something beautiful out of it. So don't throw away all your storage boxes or the cartons that come with the appliances. You can reuse it to make some beautiful home decor. So you can see how smooth it is. So I have this edge left. I had to cut a small one so as to perfectly fit there. So this is the finished look. So I took my mirrored top part and placed it on the upside down. So I'll be gluing down this small cardboard on top of the big cardboard. So I used hot glue after taking the measurements and getting the center part of where I'll place the small cardboard. And I used a lot of hot glue to make sure it sticks in place. So you have to measure so as to know the center part of the box. So I had to add some LED light. It's not self-adhesive, so I had to use hot glue to stick it on the bottom part of my coffee table. You have to use a lot of hot glue on this part because the snake light has a smooth surface, so when you put small hot glue or the small glue, it will tend to come off. So I had to use a lot of glue on this part so as to make sure the snake light holds in place. So after I glued down the snake lights all around, I had to make sure I secure the edge parts where the connector is. So after I was done, I overturned my table carefully. You can see at least it has risen to a moderate size for a coffee table. Before it was a bit short, but right now it's the perfect size for a coffee table. So I had to remove the masking tape. And after removing the masking tape, I had to clean down my mirror perfectly and gently to avoid making some scratches on top of my mirror. So I had to remove some parts which are remaining for the masking tape. This masking tape tends to remain on the top part of the mirror, so I had to clean it carefully. As you can see, this is the beautiful coffee table that I've made. So this is the last outcome of what I've just done. You can see how beautiful it is, guys. You can't say this is a TV box. You can see how perfectly and beautifully it is. You can see the reflection. And actually this is so cheap. It costed me around $20. That's 2,000 shillings. So it's quite affordable. As you know, coffee tables are a bit expensive, but you can reuse the boxes that you have at home to make your own beautiful coffee table. And the TV boxes and the monitor boxes are way stronger As you've seen the previous part, my son had to climb on top of the table, so that assures you the table is strong enough. You can see with the LED light how beautiful the coffee table is. Gives it a floating effect. It's so pretty, guys. I didn't expect it to turn out like this, but this is so beautiful. So let me know in the comment section what you feel or what you think about this coffee table, guys. Actually, it's so easy and inexpensive to make. It costed me less amount of money as to compare to buying a new table. So for those who are new to my channel, let me remind you again, please remember to subscribe and click on the notification bell so as to get notified whenever I post a new video. See you next week for a new video, and bye bye.